Hey everyone, I'm making an impromptu recipe again. Right now I've got a bowl with a few things soaking. I had some mulberries, dried mulberries I've had forever. I love mulberries, but I don't like the dried ones so much and I hate to waste them, so I'm just reconstituting those. Probably about a third cup of that. You know, I'm not much of a measurer. About 6 or 7 dates. What else do I have in here? Probably about a third of a cup of soaked raisins, a good handful of cashews, raw cashews, and some raw sunflower seeds. So I'm just going to drain those off, and I'm going to put them in the food processor and see how it turns out. My goal is to make some coconut balls. So, no jokes. Alright, so I'll be back after I drain those and we'll see how it goes in the... I'm back. Well, let me move my radio. I might have neglected on the last time, I can't remember if I did, that I also threw in a handful of sunflower seeds, which I didn't think would make it taste so awesome, but, you know, I had some in the house and they're not as fatty as cashews, so I decided to use those. I also drained the water into a cup that I was soaking this in, just so that if I needed to add any liquid back in, because like I said, I'm not using a recipe, I'm just as usual going off the cuff. I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of coconut oil, organic raw coconut oil. I think that's it. Yeah, organic virgin coconut oil. Maybe a little tiny bit more. I want this to have kind of a smooth consistency. I'm also going to put in a little bit of vanilla. That's probably about a teaspoon. I was pouring it in a very small stream. And a couple of pinches of cinnamon. And let's see how it goes. Always an experiment. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. So, let's process. I'm going to scrape it down and see how it tastes. I have some palm sugar in case I need something to make it a little sweeter. I wouldn't imagine I would, but I don't know. I've never made this before. So this definitely could use some more processing, but I'm going to give it a taste. Yeah, it doesn't need any more sugar. I think it needs a pinch of salt, though. Salt is an excellent flavor enhancer, and sometimes when you don't know what you need salt. So I'm just going to put in a pinch of salt. This is sea salt. I think I'm going to put in another pinch of cinnamon. And I love a lot of vanilla in everything. I put a lot of vanilla in stuff. A lot more than other people do. On Thanksgiving, I've been told I have to make my infamous sweet potato casserole, even though I keep telling people I don't want to make it because it's a killer. It has like a pint of heavy cream and 8 eggs, and I probably put about 2 tablespoons of and lots of sugar, and I probably put about 2 tablespoons of vanilla in that. But you know, it's a once or twice a year food. But it's heavy, man. But it's good. It's got pecans. So everybody asked me to make it. Here we go with the processor again. Getting quite as smooth as I want to. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me process it. I think I'm going to add about a teaspoon of the water from the soaking liquid and maybe another teaspoon of coconut oil because I want it to kind of smooth out a bit. But if it doesn't get perfectly smooth, I'm not going to sweat it. You know, I just kind of flow. So I'll be back in a minute. I won't make you keep finished processing. And I have it pretty smooth. It's not so pretty. But I'm going to just take it out. I'm going to actually roll it in some coconut, so I'm really not worried about getting a beautiful color on it. I'm just going to hold that blade in for well, maybe I'll take it out. So what I'm going to do, this is pretty loose, but it does have a little coconut oil in it. So I have a feeling that if I let it sit in the refrigerator for a while, it's going to be okay. And get a little bit more solid. I had something pretty similar to this at a vegan dinner I went to Friday. Kind of inspired me. They had a recipe, well, not a recipe. The lady wouldn't give me her recipe. I didn't ask for it either, so she was kind of snotty. But anyway, she made something like this, and I thought to myself, I can make that at home. But I'm really good for that. Everybody who knows me knows I always say, I can make that. And I like to always add my own twist to things. Even if someone gives me a recipe, I'm not going to follow it. So there's kind of no point to it. So I'm going to just let that go in the refrigerator overnight. And I'm going to roll it out in the morning into some balls. No jokes. All right. I'll see you guys in the morning. And my sprouts are coming along swimmingly. 3 tablespoons full of sprouts. You gotta love it. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, it's Janet, and I'm going to finish making, I don't know what to call these. I want to call them cookies or truffles or something like that. I've just got the dough out of the refrigerator. It's pretty soft. And like I said, they don't look so pretty. It would really be good with some cacao in it, some raw cacao. I don't know, here's some organic, well, I don't think that's organic, but coconut flakes. At least it doesn't have any sulfates in it. I think I had this there for a while. And all I'm going to do is take a spoonful, roll it out, then I'm just going to cover it, and that's kind of a big one. I'll probably make them a little smaller. So there you go. Or you could cover them in cacao nibs. I'm just kind of thinking of some choices, or some powder. And there you go. I'm going to make a bunch, but I can tell I'm going to get in trouble. These things are yummy. I tasted a little bit of the dough, and it is really good. Something that kids would like, and grown-ups too. So I'm going to have to give some of these away, because I could tell I could have a little trouble with these. So if you decide to make it, it was super simple, and something you can put in a lunchbox for yourself, your honey, or your kids. And, you know, even though it's raw and vegan, it just tastes good, so I don't think anybody would mind. So I hope you enjoy if you decide to make them. And I'll talk to you next time. I wish you much love.